Today at Coyote Classics, we're checking out this 1957 Ford Fairlane Retractable. I just love these cars, you know, and the technology that was put into these, you know, with the top, you know, a hard top converted into a convertible.
Yeah, they're definitely a car that's ahead of its time, Dalton. Kind of like the Edsels were, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. 57, in my opinion, is the best year of the Tri-5 Fords, let's call them, right? 57, 8, and 9 in these retractables and convertibles. Just a really neat car. I'd kind of classify this one as a Survivor, original paint, or older, like 30, 40-year-old repaint.
It's always impossible to tell whether it's original or, you know, a 40-year-old repaint, but it definitely could be either.
Look at that, though. I mean, it hasn't been painted over and over. You know, the chips and stuff like that. And you can tell the kind of the original primer and bare metal.
Yeah, this is just a really neat car. I'd say it's a Survivor car, but the way this thing drives, Michael and I drove it when it first came in, just super impressed with the way this thing went down the road. The fact that like everything works on it. Just really impressive.
It's something you can jump in, drive, and enjoy. Yeah, it's got a lot of patina on it. It's got a ton of little chips and scratches. We're not going to be able to point them all out. It's got a little bit of rust and a couple little tiny spots on it, but the overall appearance is good. And it's very solid, too.
And the top works, which is important when you're buying one of these.
It's going to be one you can jump in and drive and restore later if you want, or just always keep the patina to it.
I kind of like the patina. I think people will really appreciate that if you take it to a show, you know, just because it looks like a barn find, you know?
It does. It definitely does. And how about the Thunderbird Special engine? Power steering, power brakes. I mean, those are obviously nice options to have in this retractable hardtop. If you go to our website, you'll be able to see all the undercarriage photos of it, coyoteclassics.com. But check out here, Dalton. Look at every little bit of these corners of the hood. Do you see what I'm saying? All the way around every edge of it. It's just nice and solid and crisp. Look how it fits. I mean, the fit and finish on the backside of the hood, top of the fender, all that's in great shape. It's got the functional factory spotlight.
It turns on too.
It does?
Yeah, it actually works. Yeah, it does. If you turn the key on once and hit her.
Oh my gosh. Here he is. Where'd he go? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There he is.
Hands up. Ha! This thing is neat as hell.
Dude, this is pretty cool, man. I can sit and play with this damn thing all day long. All right, we're going to shut this bad boy off. All right. So, as we go around it, it's got radial tires, Dalton, which is super huge. It's got the wide whites, but it's got the radials. All right. Good fitment. There you can see, I mean, look, paint chips around the edges, burn throughs here and there. But check out that bottom of that front fender and that rocker. I mean, that's solid metal right there.
How about that for the key?
You like it?
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Just that, I don't know. There you go, look. Pretty neat. Nice gap from top to bottom, the bottom of the door. Do you see what I'm saying when I say Survivor? Look at the bottom corner of the door, how that matches this quarter panel. That's usually just full of Bondo. And as you look here, that is burn through right there on the paint. And you can see that's bare metal there, not rust or Bondo.
This thing is just neat. I know somebody's probably gonna want to paint it, but if it were my car, I would just leave it and drive it and enjoy the hell out of it. It's still got that great look, you know.
It does. At 20 foot, it looks awesome.
Yeah. And then the patina is definitely, you can appreciate on a 50s car like this. It's just kind of neat.
Look at the steering wheel. You can tell the paint's original on the steering wheel. Look how, you know, where you had the person had most of their hands. The rest of the paint down here is awesome, you know.
Ooh,
that scared Murphy. As far as the mileage, 42,728 on the odometer. The lens is nice and clear. Original radio is still in it, clock. Paint on the dash is really decent yet. Paint on the top of the fenders is all original as well, isn't it?
Okay.
How about the seats? The seats have probably been redone. They're definitely in too nice of a shape for original. Yeah, they've been redone. But back to the factory stuff, and they look great.
Door panels look like they could, you know, if you look at kind of like
Door panels, I'd say are original.
Yeah, that's what
I really
I was
would.
thinking
Maybe
too.
I think they did armrests and they did seat covers.
Yep. The neat thing with these is they don't look like a convertible until you put the top up.
I know. What do you think of that way that door shut? Isn't that crazy?
It is. If you want, I'll start working on the top just because with these old vintage cars it takes a little while. So I'll start. And then,
Yeah, they're not instantaneous, are they?
No, but they're neat.
If you look up and down the sides, though, really a nice old straight car. It's got a couple little waves in it, obviously, a couple little tiny dings, but the overall appearance again is great. Brake lights work. How about the bumpers, Dalton? Like the rear bumper is awesome. I kind of like the tailpipes. I'm kind of excited to see how fast this one's gonna sell.
Dude, this top is faster than I thought it was. How cool is that? I mean, there's nothing like that anymore.
No.
It's just,
Well, Mercedes tries to do it, and a lot of times they don't work either.
no.
You know what I mean?
Look how old this one is. It still works.
1957, man. Skyliner. Biggest thing is just don't take your thing off the... See, it's funny, it just takes a while. Now that part goes open or shut. And it's gonna screw all the way in here.
I just stopped pushing the button when this got up. I forgot about the back. So it
Oh, you
wasn't
forgot?
it wasn't taking long. I just
operator error?
I took my hand off the button.
Yeah, you can't do that. All right, again, you see here, burn through in the paint. You can see the primer showing a little bit there. It's over the wheel, lip molding there. I'm behind the wheel, good and solid. Inside door fits good here. There is some rust through on the rocker right here, and a little bit on the very front. That's the spots I was mentioning earlier. So, doors awesome. Pinch welds are nice. Original paint here in the jams. It's hard to say. I mean, it's just hard to say how much has been painted. If it all was painted.
If any of it was painted, I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't. But it's in great shape. Let's fire it up, Doll, and take it for a quick little spin, should we?
Sounds good to me. Top up or down?
Let's see the top off. It's not that nice yet.
The thing starts and idles like a champ. Got the Dolly Parton tips on it.
We're gonna call them Dolly Partons. I don't know why.
Another good side note, the windows on this thing just like shoot up, you know? They just roll up so fast.
They do. Speedometer works. Horn works. Heater fan works. The wipers are freaking like super fast too, aren't they? Yeah, I doubt that, Dalton. That'd be American.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I doubt it. No, just leave it on. Never know.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. It's got some fuzz.
Well, let's see what happens, right?
We'll see what happens.
And the power top switch is still the factory switch. No one put a toggle or nothing stupid in it.
Hey, so these little, maybe you can see them on the video, those little red things. Cigarette lighter works. Those little red
Popped
things
right
on the
out,
radio
yeah.
are for in the 50s, you know, when we were kind of Cold War with Russia. Those are the stations you turn to in a nuclear disaster.
Who told you that?
Shay told me that. And I believe him.
You think it's true?
I bet it is. It makes sense.
I think you said that in one other video.
I think Shay said that. And I'm using his phrase, but I didn't quote him. I was trying to sound smart.
Yeah, I hope he's right on that. That's a pretty bold statement right there.
Yeah, look, he's got a little, it looks like it could be.
A nuclear
Disaster.
disaster. Go
12,
find if there's a nuclear disaster, go find an old 50s car and turn it to this little red dot right here.
I don't know if it'll still work like that, but back in the 50s, that station was up and
Okay.
going.
All right.
Oh, our antenna's down. But I can hear a little static.
I'm sure that's the problem.
I can hear a little static.
I'm
I
sure
can.
that's the problem.
I can hear a little something.
Hey, the temperature gauge is gonna work. Speedometer works.
Thing's quiet in here too. And the headliner, you know, is nice.
It's original and awesome. Transmission shifts like a dream right there, doesn't it?
It's just I just love the idea of this, you know, hardtop just being hidden in the trunk, and then, you know, when the top's up, you'd never guess it would go down. It just looks like you're in a hardtop.
You and Michael drove this in one of our Wednesday videos.
Yeah.
And I know you said how nice it drove, but I can't believe it. I mean, the shocks, the suspension feels good. It's got good power. The steering's tight.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't paint this thing. I would just drive the piss out of it and enjoy it.
This is an awesome car.
It is.
And I'm not a huge 50s guy, but
me neither.
Mechanically, it's great. It's a convertible. Take it to a parade. Brakes are awesome. No pull left or right. They got power.
I like it.
I love it. Very, very nice car.
Check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. You could be the next one to put the top up and down on this 1957.
Damn right.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.